Hi, eBay sellers. It's Suzanne A. Wells, and I have a sample from my premium content library for you. This video is about buying inventory from outlet stores. This comes from my buying for resale section in the premium content library. You can see there's all kinds of videos here, creative ideas, ways that you can get inventory other than just going to thrift stores. And there is almost 8 hours of content just in this one section. So I like to share a little bit with you every month from the premium library. I add 8 videos every month, but on YouTube I just share one so you get a taste of the kind of content I include in the premium library. So let's get into the video.
Hey eBayers, welcome back. I want to talk to you about buying inventory from outlet stores. This is not a new idea, and it's just one type of retail arbitrage, or RA as you may have seen it referred to, and that just means arbitrage is just taking something from one marketplace and selling it in another. So in this case, the first marketplace would be the outlet store. The second marketplace would be eBay. And this is not a new idea, but let me give you some things to think about if you are thinking and going in this direction, because as with everything you want to do with your business, you want to be a detective and think through the pros and cons of whatever you do in your business. So, ready. If you can go to an outlet store, an outlet mall, and buy stuff for resale, then other people can too. So it doesn't make you unique. And that is one of the advantages of thrifting, garage sales, estate sales, is that you may be able to get, well, you are able to get things at much lower prices and find unique items that can sell for a lot of money, that might be exactly what someone's looking for, that's hard to find. And that's not going to be the case in outlet stores. It's going to just be hundreds of the same thing, thousands maybe, spread out in different outlet stores across the country. So you don't have a unique advantage. And just remember, if it's going to be that easy for you, it's going to be that easy for a lot of other sellers too. And quick true story, I had a lady that was a client, I think it was 2010, and she had the idea of going to her local Coach outlet and buying a whole bunch of handbags to resell on eBay. And she didn't get any advice or think through any of it before she bought. It was about $25,000 worth of bags to resell, and we just couldn't make her business work because there were too many things wrong with this business model. Also, she picked the thing that is probably the most saturated on eBay, the handbag category, and Coach. And at that time, there were over 100,000 Coach handbags listed. So just really a lot of competition. Okay, so the second thing is outlet store brands are often different than the regular brand in the regular retail stores. You can Google that and read about it, but these brands will make inferior items to sell in their outlet stores. So outlets used to be, way back 20, 30 years ago, things that were inferior, store returns, stuff like that, that outlets were not anywhere near as common as they are now. So the manufacturers have figured out that they can make a certain line of clothing or shoes or whatever it is specifically for the outlet stores and still make money on that. And the items are not as high quality as what you would find in a regular retail store. So that's going to filter down to your customer, and they're going to see the quality difference. So you want to keep that in mind, because they may be used to a handbag purchased at Nordstrom or Bloomingdale's, and then you get something at one of these outlet stores and it's not the same product, it's inferior. So that can come back to haunt you later in the way of negative feedback, neutral feedback, items not as described, those types of things that can hurt the health of your account. Okay, the next thing is the investment. Now, when you buy from outlet stores, yes, it's cheaper than retail, but it's not cheap. You're still going to pay a good price for these items. And when you look at that compared with thrifting or garage sales or estate sales, your investment is much lower going to the secondhand route. Also, a lot of people think, well, I can just return it if it doesn't sell. Well, maybe. What is their return policy? How long do you have to return it? You need to figure that out up front and make sure you know how much time you have to deal with this item and return it if it doesn't work out. Also, that's going to be a lot of wasted time and effort on your part. If you're going to list all this stuff, let's say you go to an Eileen Fisher outlet, you buy a bunch of stuff, you list it, and your strategy is if it doesn't sell within the return time, you're going to take it back. Well, then you've wasted all that time listing these things that may not sell in your designated time frame. So yes, you could also keep them listed and just sell them at your cost, but that's still going to be hard because, again, there's going to be a lot of people doing that. What if you have 50 competitors selling Eileen Fisher stuff from outlets and everybody's trying to liquidate at cost? It's still going to be very competitive. So you're just better off getting your merchandise used, thrift stores, garage sales, estate sales, that kind of stuff, where your investment is very low. And if you do have to liquidate, you can sell off your items at very low prices without a lot of competition. Okay, now the next thing to think about is the competition. What do sold prices look like on these items? And most importantly, how many of them are going unsold? That's something that a lot of people don't look at. They'll be in the outlet store, they'll be, oh, this Tommy Hilfiger jacket, it's, here's one that sold for $100 and this one only cost $20, so that sounds like a great flip. Well, are you looking at the unsolds? Because there could be 80 of them exactly like it that didn't sell, and maybe the starting price was $25. So make sure you're looking at the whole picture, not just quickly checking the sold items. You want to look at the unsolds as well and see if there are a large percentage or a large number of them going unsold, then that tells you not to go that direction. Then we've got the fifth thing is, this is just a very common idea. A lot of people getting into eBay think of this idea, and I've talked to a lot of them on the phone over the years, and it's like they think they're the first person to come up with this idea. And no, it's pretty common. A lot of people think of this, and so people think it's easier. Maybe they just don't like thrift stores. It's too much looking, and that's the fun for a lot of us, is the treasure hunting. But they feel like it's just an easy way to make money. They can go to these outlet stores, buy a bunch of stuff. If it doesn't sell, they can return it. But in the big picture of your whole business over time, that's really a big waste of time if your safety net is, I'll just return it. Your safety net should be, I can sell this in lots. I can sell this for what I paid and move on. That type of thing, not I'll return it, because it's really going to be a big waste of time. It's going to be very frustrating for you also. Okay, so the number 6 tip I have is to stick with used items, just because that process is lower risk. You will not have any problem finding used items to sell. If you do, let's talk about it. Respond to this email. Let me know what your problem is. What's going on in your area. Are prices too high? Are you not finding any thrift stores? There are other things you can do if you are not finding used items, because if we look again at the big picture of the whole world right now, there's so much downsizing going on, so much stuff coming out of homes, going into thrift stores, people having estate sales, and the children of these baby boomers and older Gen Xers don't want their stuff. They do not want the parents' stuff. So it's just out there for the taking. And this is all coming from a generation that was a very consumerist generation that has a lot of stuff. So if you're on the fence about buying new from outlet stores to do retail arbitrage, my advice would be no, don't do it. Save yourself the headache. Figure out ways to buy used items very inexpensively and flip those. Also, you're going to have a lot less competition. It's going to be less stressful. It's going to cost you less money.
Okay, that is my experience selling items on eBay from outlet stores. If you like this content, come check out the premium content library. There's over 300 videos now, and the cost is only $20 a month. You have access to everything, including unlimited email support with me anytime you have a question or need help with your eBay business. The link to the premium content library is below the video. Thanks so much for watching and have a great day on eBay. Bye.